Alright guys, I'm back now. We're gonna start episode 7. Let's hopefully we can finish this today. And hopefully I won't get sidetracked or whatever. Okay, let's start this and let's get it. Let's go.
In the criminal justice system, the people are represented by two separate yet equally important groups. The police who investigate crime.
I don't think this is going to be to do with Harrison, but we'll see. I want it to, but I doubt it. But we'll see. Is that Fontana again?
Hey man, someone just fell off the bridge.
Holy shit.
The protesters grabbed him and threw him over.
Yeah, this is Fontana down at the
Oh, it is Fontana.
Just got a report of a man being thrown off a bridge. I need the harbor unit down here quick. Oh, and gotta call homicide.
Law and Order. Legacies. Oh, we didn't see Olivia Benson in that one. I still see that man in the court thing. I don't see him in here. Was that meant to be Briscoe, but they fucked up? Like, this is a team prosecutor, right? Yeah, so who's the fourth guy in the background when we're doing the prosecution part?
That divers just pulled him out, detective. I had him hold off. Thought you might like the first look.
Now let's have a look.
Let's see, we do. Find and test your skills as a detective. This episode requires you to remember facts and characters from all past episodes. Oh my god, GG, we lost. This is gonna take 2-3 hours, guys. Calling it. Face, key, note, wallet. My memories. Okay. How are we gonna? We're gonna pull that fucking seaweed off his face, right?
Yuck. What is this stuff?
It's from the East River, so probably don't want to know.
That's not a face.
What the hell? Is this a mannequin?
Looks like it. Maybe somebody's idea of street theater.
Yeah, well, maybe somebody is gonna pay for dragging me out here on a Sunday. Let's see what else we got.
That's it. Face, key, note, wallet. What's there here?
Man, this is just disgusting.
It's a note.
What's this? A note? Consider this a dress rehearsal. The next time will be real. Giles Bedford is a murderer. If he is not brought to justice, we will bring it to him. Sic Semper Tyrannis. Signed, the 99.
Isn't that Harrison's dad? I think. Harrison's and Franklin's dad, maybe. Alright.
Ugh.
What the fuck is that?
Duct tape across the hand. Strange. What's underneath?
There's a key.
Small key. Maybe for a locker or a briefcase.
Last one is, what else do we need? Face, key, note. Wallet. Where would one find a wallet? In his pockets? Oh, it's handcuffed.
Handcuffed to his wrist and locked. I thought this kind of thing only happened in spy movies. Key fits.
Oh, Monopoly money.
A bunch of fake bills. Yeah, this guy's a real prankster.
Oh, wallet.
Giles Bedford? That's a name I haven't heard in a long time.
You know this guy?
Yeah, Giles Bedford, CEO of Bedford Capital, father of Harrison Bedford.
So it's connected.
Killed
Okay.
in the preppy jogger case.
How does Wallet get here?
Interesting.
Man, does any of this mean anything to you?
Yeah, a lot actually. I met this guy Bedford during the investigation of his son's murder back in 1998. Looks like someone thinks he might have done it.
And it looks like they want him dead.
Fontana, I need to find the person who wrote this note. What happened to the guy who reported the crime to you?
Damn, sorry, detective. He just ran back in the crowd before I knew what the hell happened. I'll start a canvass of the bridge right away.
The sooner the better.
Level up. I mean, I don't expect to do a good one here because I did so badly in the last episode. I expect it to be the same this episode.
I'm Detective Curtis.
Just a bad day today for me.
Giles Bedford.
I'm not as sharp. I'm not as smart or sharp today. Oh, the same doctor from the previous.
Was admitted earlier. We did an emergency bypass, and he's stabilized now.
Is he the family
I need
doctor?
to talk to him about an incident.
Sorry, that's totally out of the question.
Look, there's been a threat against his life. I'd appreciate your cooperation.
No, I mean he's completely unconscious, sedated. but I'll try to tell you anything I can.
What happened to the doctor-patient's privilege confidential agreement act?
What precipitated his heart attack?
I'm not entirely sure. A good Samaritan admitted him, dropped Giles off at the emergency room around 9 a.m., but didn't identify himself to the nursing staff. I was in surgery all morning till 11, and Giles wasn't lucid enough to describe him. He has been under a lot of stress recently, though. I've been treating him for it.
So you're able to tell me about his heart attack thing, but you wasn't willing to tell me in the previous episode about Franklin coming in for some sort of paternity test. All right, doctor. Playing the doctor's patient confidentiality cards against me there. All right, I see you.
Can you think of anyone who might have made threats against Mr. Bedford recently?
No, not offhand. Although he certainly was rattled by some run-ins he had with the Occupy Wall Street crowd.
Oh? What happened?
Anonymous email threats from the 99%. He said he felt vulnerable.
Yep. Should be that note on the mannequin. The night sign on the mannequin body. Yep.
He asked for a refill on an old prescription.
Anything suspicious about his condition when he was admitted?
No. Other than the circumstances, he appeared normal.
No physical injuries, contusions, needle marks?
No. I checked him thoroughly myself.
And all his personal effects were with him?
Yes, everything.
No. What is this? What? He got his wallet.
His wallet was missing. Whoever took it was connected to this incident on the bridge somehow. You know any Latin?
Yes, a little, I suppose.
Sic semper tyrannis mean anything to you?
Thus always to tyrants. Supposedly what Marcus Brutus said immediately before he killed Julius Caesar. Oh, and don't forget John Wilkes Booth.
Where were you this morning, if you don't mind my asking?
I was in surgery, 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. with Dr. Schomburg.
8 to 11. Dropped Giles off at the emergency room at 9 a.m. I was in surgery all morning till 11. I was in surgery. That is contradiction, no? Hey, it wasn't a contradiction. Okay.
I'll need his number though, just to double check.
It's kind of misleading, I know, to me.
I prefer to keep my patients alive. It's bad business to try and murder them.
I thought it was 9 to 11, not 8 to 11, because he said that he was with him at 9. Okay, whatever.
What prescription did he ask for?
An anti-anxiety drug called Banaxylene.
Could it have caused the heart attack?
Banaxylene can have some nasty side effects, but heart failure isn't one of them. Plus, Giles was on a prolonged course before, so I doubt there's a connection. I only needed to monitor him every 180 days.
Before when?
Spring of 98, I think.
Yes. That's when they had the party. The kids had the party, right? The death. Wait. The death, right? Yeah. The tag died much later on.
So, around the time of his son's murder.
Shortly before, actually. Yes. Tragedy. And he was already under so much other stress.
You said Mr. Bedford was already under stress before the murder?
Well, at that time, he discovered his son's high school girlfriend was pregnant. As any father can tell you, it was not happy news. He was furious. It was no real secret that Mr. Bedford didn't think Allison came from the, right background.
And Harrison still told him.
Oh, no, I did. The kids came to me for the test, and she being a minor, I thought it best to tell Mr. Bedford.
What happened after that?
I assume it all worked out. He's a very happy
What's happened
man.
to the doctor
Is there
patient's
anything else you can tell me
confidentiality
about
thing, huh?
Giles Bedford? Unusual calls,
Motherfucker.
erratic behavior.
Not telling me about Franklin's thing, but telling the dad.
Understood.
Is it because he's a minor, so
Sorry, that
you
was the
can't
new acting
treat him as
CEO
an
of Bedford Industries.
as an
She
adult?
requested I not speak to anyone without corporate representation. You better speak with her directly.
Thanks, I will.
Oh, only excellent work because I got one wrong, I guess. Okay, whatever.
What do you got for me?
Well, I couldn't find the guy, so I asked around. Photographers, video bloggers, anyone who might have had footage of the crowd.
And?
You kidding me? You'd think I was arresting their mother for the dirty looks they were giving me. Anyway, got some footage of a few of the ATM machines around here. The banks were plenty happy to help me out. That's your guy.
Any ID?
I'm working on it. At least now I got a picture. I got tired of asking, hey, you seen any angry, scruffy guys around?
All right. Keep me updated.
Good job, Fontana. What a
Hey,
bro.
Benson, it's Curtis. Can you meet me at Bedford Capital in Midtown? I got an interview and I could use your help. Secretary said she was in a meeting.
Oh,
Call this how
Olivia.
you like, but let's not share evidence if we can. There's a few details we probably shouldn't let everyone know just yet.
Yeah, I got you.
Detective Curtis, long time no see.
Oh, Allison.
Allison Conway? You're the acting CEO?
That's right.
Dr. Markovich didn't mention your name. This is Detective Benson.
Pleasure.
I thought she's in high school.
Very
How old is
busy
she
woman
now?
At the moment, I don't have time to talk, unless you've got a new lead on Harrison's murder.
I've got a new lead on Harrison.
This must be a few years down later than
You've
online
got
or
5
something.
minutes.
Did Giles receive any threats he was worried about recently?
Threats? No, nothing like that.
Giles told Benson, doctor mentioned, and I'm like,
His doctor mentioned anonymous email threats from the 99%.
I'm sure that was just spam. He wasn't taking them seriously. It didn't bother him.
Allison, you're some CEO, acting CEO, you just don't know what the fuck is going on around him. Oh, what?
His doctor also told us Giles said he felt vulnerable.
Hearsay, Detective.
We're not in court. He also asked
Hearsay,
for a
you know, she's
refill
smart.
on his anti-anxiety
Oh, it was
medication.
anti-anxiety. I thought paranoid was similar.
Why'd you put a stop to my interview with Dr. Markovich?
It wasn't personal, Detective. I have a legal and ethical obligation to protect the company.
Allison, it wasn't personal. It wasn't personal. I don't know. I mean, I would like to say yes, but I don't know. It was yes. Fuck!
Giles Bedford is the
Always
founder of
stick
this
to my
firm,
intuition.
and you were questioning his personal physician. It was inappropriate at best. As CEO, I can't stand by and let a police investigation further destabilize an already very unstable situation. I'm sure you understand.
It's Giles Bedford who may be in danger here.
How am I gonna get
Allison, there's
10?
no
I'm
way to
on
break
3.
this gently. My lead suspect right now in Harrison's murder is his father, Giles.
Really? Is that all you got? Because that is utterly ridiculous. If it weren't potentially slanderous, I'd be laughing. Giles Bedford loved his son. I will back Giles all the way on this. I was there, Detective.
I'm not the only one who thinks he could have done this.
Okay, who else? Share your evidence.
We should, right? Oh my god, GG.
There was a
It's so bad.
mannequin.
Whoa, hang on, Curtis. I think we better keep that all under wraps for now.
Yeah, we fucked up. Yeah.
Secretaries.
Okay, we skip.
That's right. Pleasure. Great.
Oh my god.
Did-
Oh shit, what did she say? Nothing like no. Anonymous.
Why'd you...
Yes. She's acting CEO. She's part of the conspiracy! Yeah.
Giles Bedford is the founder of this firm, and you were questioning his
Okay, that's the thing. Shit.
Allison.
Really?
No. There's no evidence to share. Too early in the case to share that kind of evidence only for judge and law to see. This evidence about. Oh, fuck. There's too early in the case to share that kind of. Yeah, I think this one? Yeah. I'm having a
I'm sorry,
bad
Allison.
day.
I can't share that kind of information with you.
Then we're wasting each other's time. Where's Detective Briscoe? I'd like to talk to him if you don't mind.
You can't.
Why not?
He's dead.
What?
Oh.
Passed away a couple years ago.
Spoilers.
God, I'm sorry.
Oh, a couple years
He was
ago.
your partner.
Okay, so this was further down the line then. Spoilers! If I want to watch Law and Order, I know Briscoe's dead. Alright, game. Like, maybe the people who play this game probably assumed that you follow the Law and Order TV series, which I obviously don't.
Allison,
Oh,
this is
shit.
obviously a difficult time for you. We don't want to add to the stress here. We just want to make sure no one is trying to hurt Giles.
Thanks.
Do you know if Giles has any other relatives who could help us investigate?
His wife passed many years ago, and Harrison, of course, is gone. No one else.
What happened to Franklin? What's Franklin? The other son. Why is he not CEO? Who the fuck's Felton? Rip Briscoe, I see you in the
Didn't he
middle
have
there.
another son?
Franklin.
Oh, right. God. Yes, Franklin, of course. Sorry, he's in Minnesota. Decided to drop out. Gave up his inheritance. Cut all ties.
Wow, that's quite
Was
extreme.
Giles ever cold to you?
How do you mean?
Did he ever give you reason to think maybe he didn't approve? I mean, it must have been hard, stepping into the Bedford social strata.
No, there was never a problem.
No. There wasn't a doctor, so there was no secret. No, I'm not sure about that entire family. Yeah, it didn't prove. Because of her socio-economic status back then in high school.
We heard that maybe Giles had a difficult time accepting you and Harrison as a couple.
Oh, that? It's been overblown. And besides, look at me now. Things worked out just fine, didn't they?
Well, take a look at this. You look familiar?
No.
Allison,
eyes.
if you really want to protect Mr. Bedford, then at least tell us who this guy is. He may want to hurt him.
I can't be sure. Maybe it's not.
Tell us, please.
It's Franklin. Harrison's little brother. Giles' other son. He used to have a crush on me. I never felt the same. But I haven't seen him in 10 years, not since he moved away.
Shit, it's been 10 years on the line, okay.
You arrested him once, remember? Falsely.
Oh yeah, the prep school murder. This is the same kid?
He's gone through a lot of changes since then. I guess we all have.
Would he have any reason to want to hurt your
Little
father?
Franklin's growing up.
Hard to say. Franklin got more and more unpredictable after college. Mood swings. Some days he loved Giles, other days Giles was an evil corporate tyrant.
Do you know where we could find him?
No, honestly, he hasn't been in touch.
Thanks, Allison. Let us know if he contacts you.
Alright. After restarting, I did a good job there.
Dead
Okay.
end.
No one knows where Franklin is.
And no one will talk to us about the Central Park case.
You know, at this point, I'm thinking we should look at Franklin for that one, too.
What?
How else would he know so much about it? It's the simplest explanation, Curtis. He killed his brother over a girl. Don't tell me you haven't seen that one a million times.
Yeah, I have. And while you might kill your brother over a lot of things, you don't hire a hitman to do it.
Maybe if you'd never gotten your hands dirty doing anything else in life. So, Allison never saw her attacker?
Her memory comes and goes. Plus, CSU told us that she was lying face down when she was shot.
How are we gonna break this? What would Lenny have done?
Work the leads. You'd go back and re-interview everyone again.
Old school.
Yeah, you know what? I just thought of someone who might be motivated to talk to us now.
Hmm.
Mickey Trevino.
Right. He's probably getting sick of prison. Maybe he wants to deal.
What's Mickey Gervais got to do with this case, though? I can't remember. The gun?
Thanks for taking time
Oh,
out
my
of
God.
your busy day to come visit us.
Detective Curtis, always a pleasure.
I got some more questions for you, Mickey.
About Pop, I can turn right around and leave then, because I got nothing to say.
What about your connection to a certain 9mm? What about a guy named Frank Vincenzo Jr.?
Depends, but I don't do favors. So we talking some kind of deal here?
Depends. What do you got for me?
Ask away.
Did you know Frank Vincenzo Jr. personally?
Sure, I knew him. He lived in the building.
I mean, yes? How am I supposed to know? I can't go back. Where the push you? Vincenzo. Oh my god. Is this one? Hey,
Well,
ay,
some of the old
ay.
farts could be cranky bastards, complaining about the heat. So I'd go up to his apartment and fix it. But he was cool. He'd give me this homemade brandy. We used to drink it right out of the mason jars.
He ever talked to you about what he did for a living?
Yeah, a couple of years ago, Frank got diagnosed with stage 4 melanoma.
Who's Frank?
Cancer
Name his
of the
dad.
bones. He knew he was dying. After that, he started getting talkative.
You told me originally you found that gun. You want to change your story?
Yeah, Frank gave me the gun, actually. He said it was untraceable.
Yeah, well, it was, until you used it.
What's your question, Detective?
I told you he used it in a crime,
Yeah, so what?
but I didn't tell you which one. Did he?
Yeah, he said it made headlines. He said I'd know it. And he said the case went cold.
Hmm. Mickey was known for an expert on software making files implicated as a suspect in the Okay.
What else?
After the deal.
Give me something for the DA, Mickey.
All right. Remember when they shot up Gnocchi Balistreri right in front of Tally's bar? That was Frank. And you know your big collar when you nabbed Billy Delegati? You were so proud. Well, Billy didn't do none of that stuff you sent him up for. It was all Frank.
What was
You
this?
want proof? Frank's widow still got the guns. Only she don't know she got them. They're in a cardboard box underneath the good silver. Mostly 9mm. That was his weapon of choice. Go look, and then we'll talk about the preppy joggers.
Was he was the murderer, or he knows about this about Vincenzo and the murderer? How did he know? How did he know?
I didn't mention the Central Park case.
Yeah, I know.
All right, Mickey. I'll talk to the DA. Meantime, don't leave town.
Very funny, Detective Curtis.
Hey, Benson. What's up? Jesus. I'll be right there.
What now? What, Bedford's dying?
Put the gun down.
Don't come any closer. I'll blow his head off. Swear to God I will. Don't aggravate him. He's insane. Shut up, tyrant.
Easy, Franklin. Easy.
Franklin, it's okay. We just want to talk.
Talk to him, Curtis. Maybe he'll listen to you.
He's gonna end up shooting him.
Tell him whatever he wants to hear. Lie to him if you have to. Give up evidence. Whatever it takes to de-escalate the situation.
Got it.
I gave you fair warning. I told you justice was coming, but you did nothing.
What surveillance photo?
That's not true, Franklin. I followed up on some very promising leads.
Leads, huh? What do you know that I don't already know, Detective?
I haven't exactly been sitting on my ass this whole time. Since I came back, this case is active again.
Fine. Then give me something to make me believe you're doing your homework.
The name Frank Vincenzo Jr. mean anything to you?
Yes. Yes, it does. That name keeps coming up, but I don't know why.
I can tell you if you'll listen to me.
Okay, I'm listening.
Frank Vincenzo Jr. is a hitman, and he's connected to the gun that killed Harrison and wounded Allison.
I knew it. A hitman.
This is ridiculous. I have no idea what he's talking about.
Yes, you do, old man. Tell him, Detective. Slam dunk it.
Shall we lie? Benson told me to lie if I have to. Had to lie.
There's a guy who used to know Frank. His name is Mickey Trevino. He'll talk if I can cut him a deal.
So you don't actually have any evidence yet?
See, I told you, Franklin. This is all a plot against me. I'm not your enemy.
Shoot him.
Whoa, Curtis. What the hell happened to tell him what he wants to hear?
Sorry.
There's only one way
I'm
to
a
get
good cop.
justice for my brother.
Don't throw your life away, Franklin.
Why? What do I have to live for? All I want is this. It's all I've wanted for 10 years.
What's the Occupy movement? Lies. I love it.
Allison. She still loves you, Franklin.
What? Allison?
She couldn't show it before, but she can now. But she's unsure. So much time has passed.
If you kill your father, she'll only see you as a murderer.
You'll never be able to prove it to her.
Don't let that happen. Show her how much you care for her and the memory of your brother.
Allison loves me? Okay. Maybe you're right. I guess I just gave up hope that anyone would ever...
Confirm, guys. Boys thinks with the
Is
dicks.
that why you threw the mannequin off the bridge?
Yeah, I was with him, trying to convince him to confess when he had his heart attack. When I dropped him off at the hospital, I got the idea to stage his death. I hope maybe the newspapers or bloggers would pick up the story.
You're delusional, son.
Yeah, well, the jury's still out on that, Mr. Bedford.
She tell girls like that they like him. They think with a dick, and then they're like, okay. I'll put my gun down. You guys win. Oh gosh.
I've looked through the file, Detective, but I have to admit, I'm not seeing enough to put Giles Bedford away for his son Harrison's murder.
We've got the makings of a good circumstantial case, Mike.
That's not the issue. A jury is going to see Bedford as a grieving father. You're going to have to convince them that he's a murderer.
Let me walk you through how I see it. I'm not just solving this case for myself, Mr. Cutter. I'm doing it for my old partner, Lenny Briscoe.
A noble sentiment, Detective, but it's not something I can take to a jury. The first question the jury is going to ask is, what's the motive here? Why would Giles Bedford kill his own son?
You got something for us, Curtis?
No. We do? Alright, okay. Someone's threatened to quit school, someone's planning on defecting to okay. Has killed someone on empathy his own father.
Bedford found out his son's girlfriend was pregnant. From what Franklin and Allison have told us, he wasn't a big fan of the relationship.
Oh, why would you kill your son?
Son?
Yeah.
How does that add up?
It doesn't, which is why it makes sense.
No. Says she previously sworn testimony from Senator McConnell could never just go with it. Both shows the hit went wrong. Did Trevino say that? I don't think he said that. He was just talking about, hey. Yeah, I remember the hit went wrong. Yeah, Widow said the hit went wrong, yeah. I know the Widow definitely said the hit went wrong. Because they didn't get paid.
Both Mickey Trevino and Frank's widow have
They
told us
killed one and then they
everything
hurt
that
one.
went wrong. The widow said Vincenzo never got paid.
Yeah.
My working theory is that Bedford paid to have Allison killed, but during the attack, Harrison somehow got in the way.
That I can understand. I'm betting a jury can see it that way too.
Okay, that makes more sense
Mickey
now.
Trevino
Okay.
will testify that Frank Vincenzo Jr. told him he committed this murder.
And Bedford's defense lawyer will throw out the testimony. It's all hearsay, Detective.
Not necessarily, Mike. The statement may fall under one of the hearsay exceptions. Curtis, what can you tell us about it?
I don't know. What are the exceptions?
Okay, there's present sense impression, meaning something that was happening at the moment, within a 30 to 40 second window.
There's also an exception for any statement made as part of a regular business record.
And there's present physical condition, which would be a statement made to anyone about the declarant's current physical condition. Any of those fit Trevino's evidence?
I'm guessing they do, but we just need to find it. I don't know.
Sorry, from what I heard, none of those quite fit.
Hang on, there are a few more. There's another exception for a dying declaration, which apply to any statement made by Vincenzo if he knew he was dying.
And there's also former testimony, which would involve anything Vincenzo said during previous sworn testimony.
And the excited utterance if Vincenzo said something in the heat of the moment during or immediately after the crime.
Yes.
I think we could work with dying declaration.
Oh, really? Why?
Mickey told me Vincenzo started getting chatty after he was diagnosed with terminal stage cancer.
Unusual, but I think it qualifies. Mike?
I think you could make a jury see that as a deathbed confession. Go with it.
I also learned from Bedford's doctor that he's being treated for anxiety.
Interesting, but not definitive. What's he being treated with?
I think it is, I can't remember. Yep, I'm getting ganked. So at the end of this scene, I'm gonna have to call it.
It's a pretty common medication. As I understand, there aren't any significant side effects.
What did the doctor say? Go back to the doctor. He's not a doctor. Studies regarding the side effects of benefit in conclusion, doctor knows that are not complete. So nasty side effects, that's the one. Yep.
Actually, his doctor mentioned that Benaxaline had some nasty side effects.
And it gets even better, Mike. I remember a case about last year. Newlyweds. She kills him completely out of the blue. Turns out she's on Benaxaline and has these episodes of uncontrollable rage. She stops the meds, and suddenly she's fine.
Great story, but how does that help us? Our crime happened 13 years ago.
Curtis, anything that can help us here?
Yes. When it comes to these sort of questions, you just got to click on yes. Doctor said he first treated Bedford before the shooting. Chavino also murdered while on anti-anxiety drug. Doctor said he started treatment after the shooting. Let's see what the doctor said. I forgot that. Okay, so shortly before, actually. So it's before the shooting. Yeah.
The good doctor also told us Bedford first took Banaxylene for anxiety in the weeks before the shooting.
We're damn lucky this physician likes to talk.
I think he honestly believes that Bedford has nothing to hide.
All right, Detective. You convinced me. Bedford paid a hitman to take care of a problem for him. His son was a tragic accident, yes, but that doesn't let him off the hook for the murder. And I'm throwing the charge of attempted murder on top. Let's not forget the price paid by Allison Conway and all this.
Yes, I ranked up. Not bad at all. As I said, I think I'm gonna stop here. But fear not. Obviously, when you're watching the video, you'll see a continuation from here. But so obviously, I won't be uploading this on YouTube. But I'll stop here for now, and I will resume another time, probably tomorrow.